Marilyn Monroe, obviously one of the most recognizable faces of all time, and without a doubt the most popular face throughout the 1950s. During the 1950s, I don't need to really get into Marilyn Monroe, you know who that is. But during the 1950s, Marilyn Monroe was in every TV show, basically every movie, photo shoots. She was all over the place, and she could sing. She had ties to celebrities, politicians. She was insanely popular. One of the most craziest women of all time. She's insane, and she's beautiful. But let me get into a deeper point, because you already know who Marilyn Monroe is. In the 1950s, there was an image that Hollywood created. Marilyn Monroe is not her real name. Her real name is Norma Jean. But Marilyn Monroe is the name that she took on, stage name. You know how a celebrity has a stage name? That is what Marilyn Monroe was, a stage name. So it's an Hollywood image persona that was created by Hollywood executives, pushed in movies, pushed in entertainment. She was everywhere. She was popular. So kids, of course, Marilyn Monroe even had kids who loved her. Every celebrity does. Every celebrity has kids who love them. Marilyn Monroe was known from the TVs, the movies. She was on every TV. Now, it's the 1950s. Technology, life then, segregation, completely different than how it is now. Now we have phones. I want to tie that society in with this society, so please stick with my points. At that time, it was just television, TVs, radios. That's the only way to grab the kids' attention, to grab women's attention, to grab people's attention. An image that they're trying to push onto people. Marilyn Monroe became the Hollywood idea of how they envisioned women to become during the 1950s, to the point that they started duplicating celebrities of her. They started duplicating characters of her. For example, when I say characters, is because Marilyn Monroe is a made-up Hollywood character. That's not even her real name. You get what I'm saying? That's just a Hollywood persona, to the point that it was just like a literal movie character walking the streets in real life, in real time. So when I say duplicate her, I would say the image that you obviously know of Marilyn Monroe, the most popular pictures, the most popular things, there were celebrities who were duplicating that. For example, Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield is a model. She's an actress. She was on Playboy. She is a goat. She's beautiful too. She's like Marilyn. But something else that I feel supports my point in this video that I really want to mention is about Jane Mansfield IQ. Jane Mansfield is one of the most intelligent women. Like, she's intelligent. Don't let her fool you. She just did publicity stunts on purpose to grab your attention, just like how a lot of celebrities do now. Jane Mansfield had over a 160 IQ, and she also spoke 5 languages. 5 languages? Damn. Monica Bellucci could speak 4 or 5 languages. Like, that takes a lot. She's intelligent. These women are intelligent women. They just do things to keep their name in the front. See, she put her intelligence to the side and was just doing publicity stunts. She even, at one point, was literally the exact replica of Marilyn Monroe. Outfits, the dressing, the hairstyles, and the same pearly, frost white skin. The royalness of that idea of Marilyn. They're beautiful. They both look good. And Marilyn even saw that Jane Mansfield was like copying her. Marilyn didn't like Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield at that time is considered like how Kim Kardashian, like Kardashians, like just popular for no reason typeness. It was beef. And of course, if there was a person who's copying you, you probably hate them too, right? Like, imagine if you're going through your struggles or your problems and someone is trying to copy you word for word, you would be pissed off, right? That's how Marilyn was. Jane was literally a copy and paste. And there was even a point in the late 50s, I think it was 1958, in the late 50s, she was bigger than Marilyn. Because Marilyn's most highest recognition was like the early mid 50s. But she was always still popular. But Jane copied her so well to the point that she even went up.
Very similar.
I'm so pleased Dorothy's taken an interest in you.
Only Georgie, please. I thought we were friends. I had fun with you, and I thought you were having fun with me, too.
Society had an idea of how they wanted women to look, how they wanted their celebrities to look. Jane Mansfield was like the pinnacle example of that. There were other female celebrities like that too. Mamie Van Doren, I don't know how to say her name. I'm just I remember these women, but I don't remember how to say their name. Mamie Van Doren, and she's actually still alive to this day too. All blonde hair, short hair, similar outfits, very frost white skin, platinum blonde, frost white skin. I mean, they're all beautiful women, but that is something that's extremely common. When I was on my Xbox, I just be on my Xbox chilling. I type in classic Hollywood actresses or blonde 1950s classic Hollywood actresses. So many of these women pop up. They may not look identical. They won't look identical, but they're all beautiful, but they have a similar feel. You could tell, you could see it, you could feel it. What does Marilyn Monroe mean then? If all these duplicates of women are showing up in Hollywood, what does that mean? In my opinion, it's Hollywood. Hollywood is ran by Satan. You know, Satan was casted down on earth in 1914, so he had enough time to turn this world into his way. I think Satan just viewed women as toys. Satan doesn't like human beings. He doesn't love women. He doesn't love people. He doesn't love men. He's racist. He's evil. He's everything bad. Everything that's against God. So his point, his purpose was to turn women into his toys, which is what he thought Marilyn was. Look at the shit that Marilyn Monroe went through. They were treating her like a fake cartoon toy, like some made-up character. It was so many males. I don't want to call them men because they don't act like men. Men would never do that. There were so many guys who were lusting for this woman. They're attacking her like wolves. Like, it was scary. Like, that's hell itself on earth, and no one was there to help her. To then find out that she was unalived, I don't believe that she, commit. Hell no, she didn't commit. No, someone did that to her. The stuff that they were doing to her, even when she passed away, her body was tampered with insanely when she passed away. They didn't bring her body into the morgue when she passed away. They kept it for some time and then gave it to them. It's disgusting. Like, what do you think of women? You know what I'm saying? Satan is a fallen angel. He's not human. So he views human beings as ants. He's higher than human beings. He's powerful. He's a fucking god. So of course he's gonna, he hates us. So he came down to earth. He was casted down onto earth. And he just wanted to destroy the image of women. What's my point? Let me get into my deeper point. So that's the 1950s. He envisioned women like toys, like the Marilyn Monroe copy, right? Because Marilyn Monroe is a made-up character. Norma Jean is the real woman behind that character. And all the kids are seeing her. All the teenage girls are seeing her. All the women are seeing her. All the models are seeing her. Celebrities are seeing her. So many women are seeing her. But when you see, remember, your eyes and your ears are your portal to your brain. When you see that, that's your consciousness folding into something. Just like how I talked about with industry plants nowadays in the 2020s and 2010s. That is grabbing your attention. That's it's opening doorways in your brain to be acceptable to new things. Your character is going to change. How does this connect to society now? If you look at all my other videos on my channel for the past couple of months, I talk about everything that just hits my mind, stuff that is going on this planet. I love the 1950s. I think the 1950s women are gorgeous. They're my women. I love all of them with my full heart, my full soul. I always bring them up somehow. You know what I'm saying? I got boards of them on Pinterest. I just love these women. Look, I don't want you guys to think I'm gunning these women whatsoever. If I'm gonna be honest, I love these women way more than I love a lot of these females out here now. Like, these are my women. All of these women that I named in this video, they're mine. They're all my women. I genuinely love these 1950s actresses. That's why I made this a topic. This is something that I personally saw. Something that I am just like, I don't want to say made up, which is kind of like really what it is, like kind of made up. But this is kind of something that I feel, I notice, because look at society then and look at society now. But all I gotta say is this is kind of something that I noticed. But I am not gunning these women whatsoever. I love all these women. I got them all over my Instagram. I got them all over my Pinterest. I got them all over YouTube. Like, these, bro, this is, oh my God. How does this connect to now? Like how I said earlier, Satan is still here on this planet. He runs this whole world. He runs the entertainment industry. That persona of changing people, that mind control persona from the 1950s, is literally falling into society now as we speak. It's been happening. It's been happening with phones because it's the 2010s and the 2020s. Phones exist. It's been happening with movies, music, pop artists, hip hop artists, social media. It's just been happening with the internet. So what Satan is doing now, he has all these celebrities, all these industry plants, all these movies, hip hop songs, these pop songs, all these songs that pushes different agendas to fold. And he's not taking women serious. He just wants all these women to be hoes. Now in the 2020s, ever since COVID had hit, the music has just become more degrading, more disrespectful, illiterate. In the 1950s, all they had was TVs. All they had was TVs and newspapers and photo shoots and, magazines. Now there's phones, music, and obviously they had music back then. When I say music, is the sound of music has changed. We have studios that create different beats, different aesthetics, different types of vibes, portals. It's crazy how beautiful music sound now. Well, music used to sound beautiful. I don't like music after COVID, but music used to sound beautiful. Now the idea of women is just to be hoes. Look at Cardi B. I always gotta use Cardi B as an example. And I mess with Cardi B. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red. That's the 2020s. Degrading hip hop music to target our black women. Remember, obviously during the 1950s, there was segregation. Marilyn Monroe's main target audience were men. Primarily men, and I'm pretty sure it was white men. But now in the 2020s, 2010s, 21st century, there are different female celebrities that target women, and that may also target men, but mainly target women with using hip-hop, with using entertainment. Marilyn was considered a sex symbol, so obviously her main target audience is going to be men. But women were watching her too, because obviously she's a huge female icon on screen. And in the 1950s, the way society had viewed women is completely different than how they viewed women now. It's insane to see how the world has changed. The world has folded. It's the same darkness, it's just different now. The point of this video is to talk about how Marilyn Monroe became the image of how society envisioned women during the 1950s, and how that still applies to this very day right now. This very day right now, there's just different celebrities. Not like, it's just different celebrities, like how I named hip hop earlier. Music, actresses, Hollywood scandals, interviews. A lot of people have interviews where they say specific things. A lot of scandals, a lot of things are said, and they get fans, and their fans look up to them and be like, oh shoot, we should try it. Remember, what you see and what you hear are portals to your consciousness. It's very easy to control someone, what you see and what you hear. Music has power. Movies have power. Beautiful, beautiful women, beautiful, beautiful celebrities have power. So they have all the eyes and the ears on them. All they got to do is just say anything. All they have to do is say anything. And they'll get kids to love them. They'll get teenagers to love them. Young women to love them. Why you think social media is so divided nowadays? Why you think there's so much hate nowadays? Why you think they keep making it seem like women are only hoes and thoughts? Black women, only hoes and thoughts. Single women, only hoes and thoughts. 20-year-old women, only hoes and thoughts. Why you think that's here now? Who you think is doing that? Y'all gotta understand, this is a deep, dark, satanic world we live in. Everything that's here is to hurt us, never to help us. It's just different now. Different tools now. A lot of stuff that's going on now has been happening for decades. Nowadays, it's just deeper. Now it's just more darker, more scarier, more evil, more vile. It's unbelievable. The society view on women before the 1950s, matter of fact, I should say during the 1940s, rolling into the 1950s, was housewife. Just be a housewife, be a mother to the kids. That was the idea that they had on women, to only be and do that. When you start seeing these celebrities come on the TV screen and doing other things, it's like, whoa, it's a new persona, it's a beginning of the shift. Eve Meyer too, I'm gonna mention her in this video. Rest in peace. She passed, her passing was disturbing to me. She passed away way too soon, rest in peace. She was also on Playboy. She's a pretty model, I feel like she's overlooked. She kind of reminds me of Jane Mansfield at some angles, but there's this photo of her where Marilyn is mentioned on the photo, and I have the photo up on screen, but this is what I see. Like, I feel like this emphasizes my point even deeper. I was like, I might as well just mention her because she's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she's overlooked. She's not that popular, but she's there and she's a baddie too. I almost forgot to mention, Jane Mansfield also did nude scenes in her movies. I feel like I have to mention that because a lot of current Hollywood is about, just doing nude scenes and exoticness. You get what I'm talking about. They also called these women gold diggers. The term gold diggers, or marrying a man for money, marrying a man just for his money, was realistically starting around 1950, 1960s, the 50s, the 50s. A lot of stuff that's happening now, like I said, has been happening for decades.
You married him for his money.
That happened to come with it.
Oh, that's a great way to make a living.
Expect me to believe that you don't want to marry my son for his money?
It's true.
Then what do you want to marry him for?
I want to marry him for your money.
There. Oh, Lorelei.
Don't you see that's why we have to have his consent, silly?
Well, at least we're getting down to brass tacks. You admit that all you're after is money.
No, I don't.
Women being sexy, women being exotic, women being beautiful, women showing skin, realistically, all started from that time. The comfort of the woman showing herself, the elegance, all of it, all started from that time. While there was the growth of like exotic porn type stuff on the side. It was both of these growing. I can only imagine how people of the 1950s would picture what's going on now. I can only imagine. They would never believe that this world has become this. They would have never believed phones, TVs, some real shit though. Like, I want to see what they think about this society, but there's a darkness to it. It's not just phones, cars, money, luxury. It's not just beautiful now. If they could just see what this world has become, it's getting worse and worse by the day. I can only imagine what's about to happen in the next few years from now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, man. I know I put some beautiful women on the screen because, look, I want you guys to see that's how they envisioned women in the 1950s. Nowadays, I don't even need to show you how women look now. I don't need to show you that. You can just Google it. Go look at hip-hop female rappers, and you're going to see the degradingness. I don't want to show them. I'd rather keep the 1950s women on screen. Just look at these beautiful women. These women are gorgeous. I'd rather see them all day, every day. They have my attention 100% of the time. They're more beautiful than these hoes now. And that's tough. But realistically, man, thank you for watching. If you made it to this time of the video, I hope you guys understand what I mean. Like, there's a darkness and it won't leave until Armageddon comes, until Jehovah takes over. It won't leave until he takes over, because Satan is here doing everything bad, and it's just different levels of it. You have to understand the way this matrix works. It's all the same. It's the same thing, just different styles. Man, oh my God, bro, it's so crazy. I like doing historical research, but I also like getting deeper into my thoughts. Oh my goodness. This is just the way I look at it. Maybe I'm overreacting because, to be honest, like how I said earlier, all of these women are different. Like, they're different, but some, like Jane Mansfield, Mamie Van Doren, I'm sorry, I don't remember how to say her name, have a similar, like, sometimes I feel that same way about Diana Dors. The girl that I got as my profile pic right down below. She's my profile pic. I think she's very gorgeous too. But I kind of feel that way. I feel like they kind of feel the same. Remember, Marilyn Monroe was considered a sex symbol. She was also on Playboy. Jane Mansfield was also on Playboy. The reason why I'm making this video is because that is that deep. Playboy, that's porn, right? That's models. That's sexual. That's explicit. That was growing. Remember, prostitution, porn, sexual exoticness was also growing from the 1940s, from the 1930s. People before 1930s, 1940s, 1950s never seen this. They just doing their own thing. They in their own world. You know what I'm saying? Now, as society grow, we have the development of entertainment. We have the development with technology. We have the development with all this luxury shit. We have this new ageism where people just want to do anything that they want because we're on a new life. It's completely different. The world changes every century. The world shifts every century. People can now just live to have fun. Versus back then, you couldn't just live to have fun. Back then, you had to work and do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you just have fun. Remember, Marilyn Monroe was considered a sex symbol. Jane Mansfield, sex symbol. Diana Dors, sex symbol. 60-70% of women, Lana Turner, sex symbol. 60-70% of the women in the 50s were considered sex symbols. How does that apply to now? A lot of women now talk about sex, porn. They do stuff in music, movies, movie scenes, whatever it is. Now it's explicit. Kids maybe grow up watching them. Kids may have this energy around them. It's all an image. It's all an agenda. It may be light. It may not be light. Way I'm looking at it, it's like, whoa, why is this so common now in this society? Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys understand what I meant throughout this video. Hope you guys stuck through to watch this whole thing. Thank you for watching, and I am out.